Universe, I'm trying to manifest a new car. And as soon as you put that intention out there, the car that you have completely breaks down and doesn't work and is totaled, or you get in a car accident and you can't drive anymore, and it's like, what the heck, God? Hey guys, it's Nija. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about what does it mean when your life goes to shit? Okay, what does this have to do with manifestation? Why do bad things keep happening to you? Why does it feel like you keep getting test after test after test after test? What could this possibly mean? Universe, are you out to get me? Universe, are you out to get the person watching this video, or is there a reason? We're gonna talk about it today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you enjoy it, please make sure you thumbs up the video, as well as subscribe if you're new to my channel, because I post new videos every week. Okay, let's get into it. The reason why I felt like it was important to talk about this is because a lot of times when you're trying to manifest your dream life or create your dream life, you will notice that as soon as you start setting the intention for great things to happen to you, that you will start to hit a lot of resistance, or you will start to be tested. It will feel like, you know, like, I don't know, maybe you'll say, universe, source, God, I want to manifest $5,000 this week. I don't know, right? And as soon as you set the intention, it seems like thing after thing after thing after thing will start to unfold or unravel that hinders your production. Or maybe you'll say like, universe, I want to attract my dream partner, right? And then it feels like person after person after person after person you meet is shit. Or maybe you can't meet anybody and it's crickets, it's silent. Or maybe it is, universe, I'm trying to manifest a new car. And as soon as you put that intention out there, the car that you have completely breaks down and doesn't work and is totaled, or you get in a car accident and you can't drive anymore, and it's like, what the heck, God? I asked for a new car and you completely destroyed my old car. I asked for a new job and you completely got me fired from the last one. I asked for a new opportunity, and as soon as I asked for that new opportunity, shit hits the fan. Why is that happening? Well, let me explain to you guys what is happening. You guys know that Earth is the soul's playground. Earth is the place where souls incarnate so that they can learn lessons, so that they can grow and evolve as a soul, as a spirit, right? So you will experience the most contrast here on Earth, and you'll especially experience the most contrast when you are trying to manifest or call something new into your reality. Why? Because before you've called that in, you've been operating on a certain belief system, you've been operating on a certain wavelength, your vibration has been a certain whatever, right? You have been emitting a certain frequency out into the universe. Thus, you are experiencing whatever reality that you're experiencing because you have called it into your reality, right? When you decide that I wish to experience something different, you energetically or vibrationally may not be in alignment to what you say you're asking for at that moment in time, okay? For example, I want a new, beautiful, luxurious home, right? I want a $1 million house. Let's say that, for example, right? I want a $1 million house, but at the vibration or at the belief system that I'm currently at, I probably can only afford a $2,000 home or a $2,000 mortgage or whatever the case may be, right? And so because I put out the vibration, I want something other than where I'm currently vibrating at, now the initiation begins. Now the test begins. Now the universe is going to be bringing in circumstances into your reality to test the intention that you said that you wanted. Okay, you say you want this $1 million home. The vibration that you're currently existing on or radiating at is not in alignment with what you say you want. The belief system that you currently hold is not in alignment with what you say you want. Therefore, we have to shake things up in your reality in hopes that you will grow or evolve or ascend or rise to the occasion so that you can become a vibrational match to what you say you want. Because right now how it is, what you're asking for, you're currently not vibrating at that wavelength. You currently don't have the belief system that would enable you to have that thing. So we have to shake some things up in your reality so that you can meet yourself on that timeline where you have what it is that you say that you're asking for. Okay, so something that I've noticed a lot in my life is anytime that I receive a lot of resistance, or anytime it seems like things are like hitting the fan, ish is hitting the fan and my life is going to ish, I am in the midst of a life upgrade. Okay, my life is about to be upgraded. Why do I believe this? Because anytime something bad or not desirable or anything like that happens in your reality, it is God's source energy, the universe, whatever you call it, you know, if you like to call it Jesus, that's cool too, is trying to test your spirit. Okay, how do you act when you don't get what you want? How do you act when the resources are not there? How do you act when it feels like you are in trouble? How do you act? This is an opportunity for you to transmute the energy, transmute what you have been given, transmute what you don't desire, and turn it into what you do desire. I will give you an example. Once upon a time, I got my car repossessed. I think I told you guys this story before. I got my car repossessed, right? And at the time, I had my brand, but I wasn't like seriously trying to have a brand, right? I was just making YouTube videos or whatever, right? And in my head, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do to make money? I can't even leave my house now. I can't even leave my house. I couldn't even pay my car note to keep my car in the driveway. I felt so defeated. I felt like, what am I gonna do? This is the end for me. If I can't get around, if I can't drive, I can't make money, I can't do anything. This is some shit. I'm in trouble. God, I'm in trouble. Source, I'm in trouble. Universe, I'm in trouble and I need your help to get me out of this. What I didn't realize was that this was a test or an initiation from God, from the divine, that sparked the creation of my business. I didn't see it like that before, okay? I thought, oh my God, something's out to get me. Why is the worst thing possible happening to me? I felt so bad. I felt so shameful. I felt so like everything, I felt guilty. Everything bad that you can feel, you know, I was feeling it. And you know what that did? It lowered my vibration lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And I felt helpless. And I felt like, you know, there was no way that I could resolve this situation. There's no way I can make the money to get my car back because I have no transportation, right? But then you know what happened after I allowed myself to sink down into that deep, scary place where I'm like, oh my God, it's it. This is it. You know what I mean? What happened in that moment was I said to myself, okay, this is what we have. This is where we're at. You know, like, I'm not going to keep beating myself up about it. I'm not going to keep shaming myself for this. I'm not going to feel bad about it. What are we going to do to fix this? Because you cannot not have transportation. We're not going to stay here. Okay, this is what we've been given, but we're not going to stay here. And so this caused me, remember this, guys, you can never come up with solutions to your problem from that low sunken place that caused the problem. Okay, so the first thing you have to do when you're in these situations is pull yourself out. Look at your situation from the perspective of your higher self. View your perspective as if you're not going through it, but you are observing someone go through it, and be like, man, this is kind of upsetting. What should this person do to get themselves out of this situation? So the first thing we have to do is remove ourselves from the situation so that we can see it from the higher perspective. Because you cannot come up with solutions to your problem from the same place that the problem was created. Okay, so you start to look at yourself from the higher perspective, look at your situation from the higher perspective, and say, what are some options? What is my desired outcome? And what could potentially get me to the desired outcome that I'm trying to experience, right? And so in that situation for me, my desired outcome was, I just want my car back. I just want my vehicle back. I just want to be able to drive again, okay? I don't want to have a repossession on my record. I don't want this, okay? I don't want this. You can't stop at, I don't want this. You can't. Because when you stop at, I don't want this, you are going to keep re-perpetuating the I don't want. You're going to keep recreating what you don't want because all you're focused on is what you don't want. okay? Wherever your focus goes, that is what you're going to keep recreating. So again, if you're in a sunken place, it feels like ish is hitting the fan, if it feels like your life is completely gone to ish and you're like, what is happening here? Remember that you are being initiated, you are being tested, and you need to come up with solutions from a higher perspective. So you remove yourself from it by, this is what I literally do, putting myself in the position of my higher self and say, if I had all the answers, and the higher self does have all the answers, God, source, energy has all the answers, right? How would I go about solving this problem? What is the desired outcome that I want? And in my head, I kept saying, I want my car back. I want my car back, right? And so you start to give yourself what you want in your head. Focus on the desired outcome and nothing else. Don't focus on the circumstance. Focus on the desired outcome. This is how you're going to use your higher self, your higher knowing, to help you to navigate through whatever it is that you're going through. And again, always remember that you're being initiated. This is just a test. And when you pass this test, you are going to evolve to that next version of yourself that is more in alignment with what you said you wanted. Okay? So how did I get myself out of this predicament? Again, I put myself in the position of my higher self. I focused on what I wanted. I wanted to get my car back, right? And so I started coming up with solutions. You have to be solution oriented. Okay, once you raise yourself up above the problem that your physical vessel is experiencing, because remember, the soul is not experiencing this. The soul is only here to evolve as a soul, okay? You're only here to go through lessons so that you can evolve as a soul, right? So I said, what are some solutions that will put me in alignment with my desired outcome? Be solution oriented, right? Think about what good things can happen from the problem that has been created. Remember, problems are only created so that you can come up with solutions that are not going to just satisfy the problem that you have now, but it's meant to give you the tools and resources to go even further than the problem, right? So my problem was I didn't have any money, therefore my car got repossessed. And so the solution that I created from this problem was to create a service in my business. I forget exactly what happened. Long story short, I was going through my emails, like, you know, just like scattering, what am I gonna do, what am I gonna write? And then I randomly come across an email of somebody who emailed me and said, hey Nija, I love your YouTube videos. I'm curious if you offer coaching sessions. I'm willing to pay you. I'd love to chat with you. Can we do this? There was my money right there. There was my money right there. If I had stayed in that sunken place of I don't know what to do, I'm in panic, this is terrible, I'm never gonna, right? I would not have gotten the divine message or even the divine insight to just, you know, go through my emails, find this particular email that was way buried down in my emails. The answer was already there. So also remember this, anytime you have a problem in your life, the answer is already given. The answer is already there. It's a matter of raising yourself to the vibration or to the timeline in which you can perceive and grab hold of the answer. The answer is always given, okay? There is no problem in the world, there is no problem in the universe that exists without an answer. Even the things that we think that we're struggling with right now on earth in the 3D, world hunger, financial problems, anything like that can all be solved. The answer is always given. The answer is already given. It's just a matter of raising yourself up to that higher vibration so that you can perceive the answer to your problem, okay? So saying all this to say, the answer is already given, but the significance of raising your vibration and when bad things happen to you, not staying in that sad place is because you can't come up with a solution from that sunken place that you're at. You have to raise your vibration. You have to feel better. You have to get excited. You have to say, okay, I see this is a test being thrown in my direction. I guess I'm due for a life upgrade. Let me come up with solutions to my problem. You have to say, I am so excited that this problem has presented itself, because now I'm going to come up with solutions to fix this, to remedy this, to get myself out of this predicament so that I can become even greater than I am now. You have to start getting excited when life starts testing you, okay? I could have felt defeated when I got my car repossessed, but I said, no. This is not my story. This might be the start of my story, but this is not going to be the end of my story. I'm not staying in this sunken place. I know I am worthy of having a car. I know I'm worthy of having lots of money. I know that I'm worthy of having a successful brand of business. I know that I'm worthy of all of this stuff, right? So the fact that this is showing up in my life, it has nothing to do with me being a bad person or anything like that. It has everything to do with God saying, it's time for your upgrade. Are you ready? If you're going through something right now in your life that is very challenging and that you're struggling with, and you're like, why does it feel like bad things keep happening to me? Understand that you are in the midst of your initiation. You're in the midst of a test. And if and when you pass this test, because you will, you are going to be completely different, changed, and transformed because of it. Think about anything bad that's ever happened to you in your life. Anything bad that you're like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that could ever happen. Oh my God, he cheated on me. Oh my God, I just got fired. Oh my God, whatever the case may be, the worst thing that has ever happened to you. And look at where you are now. Were you able to overcome that obstacle and end up in a better position than you were before that thing happened? Yeah. Why? Because that was a test that you were meant to pass so that you could evolve and grow, okay? So never get scared when bad things happen. This is another tip too. Never complain when bad things happen. I used to be the type of person, when something bad happened to me, I would complain and 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 complain. I'm looking for anybody who I can talk to who will listen to me complain about how hard, how tough, how shitty my life is, right? When you do that, you were again only re-perpetuating the problem. You cannot come up with solutions from that sunken place. You can't. It's impossible. Okay, so stop complaining about the problems that you're being faced with. Again, remember, this is just an opportunity being given to you from God, from source, from the divine, to raise you up out of this place. Even when you're feeling depressed, even when, you know, like something really bad is happening in your life, it is only for you to grow and evolve. All you have to do is see it as an initiation, see it as a test, and then get really excited. This is how you pivot. You must get really excited. You must. Because this shows, this sends that vibration out into the universe. I'm not worried. I'm not complaining. I'm not struggling. This is a good thing that this happened, because I'm going to come up with a solution that is going to be so beneficial to me. Okay, so yeah, this has happened so many times in my life. This has happened so many times in my life. There was another instance when I had just gotten out of college, and I had gotten evicted from my apartment because I couldn't afford it. I couldn't pay for my apartment anymore. I think I've told you guys this story as well. And I thought it was the end. I thought it was the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to me. I felt humiliated. I felt ashamed. I was like, this is the worst thing to ever happen. Like, nothing positive can ever come from this. But as soon as I changed my mindset and was open to the new opportunities that would be open to me, because I had to leave the place that I was living and find somewhere new to live, so many positive things unfolded as a result of me leaving that situation. Sometimes you have to be pushed out of the situation that you're in. Sometimes you have to be dragged out of the situation that you're in. Sometimes it feels like a huge tower moment and your world is collapsing around you. This is important when this happens. The old has to be demolished so that the new can come in. A lot of times we will never welcome the new in with open arms unless the old is demolished and destroyed and taken away from us, okay? So saying all this to say, this is a test. You have to learn how to transmute the energy. You have to learn how to spin things around for your good, okay? Bad things don't happen for no reason. You are being tested, you're being initiated to evolve and grow into that next version, that next form of who you're meant to be, okay? So get excited and be grateful and see what is happening for what it truly is. You are about to upgrade into that next version of who you're meant to be. It's all a matter of seeing your problem from a higher perspective so that you can come up with solutions from that higher place. Tap in to your higher self, tap into your intuition, tap into God, source, the universe, and ask for solutions from a higher place. The answer is always there. Okay, and once you receive the answer, it's going to help you to evolve to that next level of who you're meant to be. Okay, so I really hope that this helps in your manifestation process or even just life in general. Everything is happening for your highest and greatest good. Everything is working out according to plan 100%. You must see it that way and understand that your higher self has already planned everything out, concocted everything. God's source energy has already lined everything out, right? Just because you're stuck at this place that you're at right now does not mean there is not greatness in store for you. I promise you. You just have to see your life from the higher perspective, okay? Accept the initiation, accept the test. Be glad, be grateful, be proud, be excited that you're going through this initiation, because when you get through it, you will be different. Your circumstances will be different. You'll be able to attract the things that you're trying to call into your life because you have grown, you have evolved, you have changed your belief system, you've changed from the inside out, and now the outside world can be a reflection of the inner change that has happened. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's gonna be okay if you're going through anything right now. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Focus on what is going right. Focus on the positive. Focus on being solution oriented. Do not feel bad for yourself. Do not be, hard on yourself. It is happening for a reason. You're being tested for a reason, okay? I love you guys. I'll chat with you in my next video.